Hey, what's going on everyone? It's Griffin here, and today I'm back with a brand new Amazon FBA related video for you guys. Now I know it's been a while since I've done an Amazon FBA related video, and that's just because I've been crazy busy sourcing and basically manufacturing new products that I want to launch on Amazon. And all this was done throughout Q4, which is a really hectic time for all Amazon FBA sellers. If you are one, then you know what I'm talking about. And I've also been working day in and day out building this brand new business that's going to be apparel and merchandise related. So that's been super time consuming, building up the website, making sure everything is ready and in place for when I'm expanding. But I'm taking the time to really do this well because, as I said in some previous videos, building the foundation for any project, whether it's a website, a new Amazon business, or anything, is just as important as building a right and proper foundation for a house that you want to build. So yeah, I can't wait to share all this really exciting news with you guys in the coming months. I'm going to be launching the website. You guys will definitely be able to go check it out, give me your opinion on it. And also I've been making videos related to other topics that interest me, such as like investing, TFSA accounts, and things of that nature. So that's pretty much why Amazon FBA related videos were put on the back burners for a while, but I'm back with some really rich content and some experiences with my business and some mistakes that I've made in the past that hopefully you guys can avoid going forward with your Amazon FBA businesses. So without further ado, let's get into today's video. Alright, so back to the title of today's video. China is closing for an entire month. Now I know this can sound pretty over the top and it doesn't necessarily make sense, but bear with me. What I mean by this is that for the entire month of February, or at least a really big portion of the month of February, China goes through what's called a Chinese New Year. And basically what happens during this period of time is all the workers stop production and manufacturing of consumer goods. They take time off and go back and see their families. So basically what this means for us is all manufacturing of products that we source in China and sell on Amazon FBA ceases production for a set period of time. So by now you can probably see where I'm going with this video, but I wanted to give you my perspective on it and basically help you guys avoid the mistake that I made last year when I launched my first product pretty much around this time of the year. And I also want to explain to you guys why not preparing for this Chinese holiday could potentially cost you a ton of money in lost business and also a ton of money due to lower seller's rank if you already have a product that's live on the Amazon platform, but that ends up running out of stock during this period of time. So if you're a new seller like I was this time last year, then you might not be aware of this Chinese festival and you could potentially get burned if you didn't adequately prepare for it with enough stock to last you throughout the entirety of this period. So usually what happens is manufacturing of all consumer goods ceases production in China during the first to last month of February, and depending on which company you work with, it could be either 2 weeks, it could be 3 or 4 weeks, and it could also be the first weeks or the last weeks of the month. It's really going to depend on your particular situation. So definitely go and ask your manufacturer what the dates are for their specific company. Now, although the workers' holiday can vary from factory to factory, it's a nationwide holiday where everyone's going to take off. So definitely prepare yourselves, ask your manufacturer what the dates are that they're going to be taking off, and prepare adequately with enough stock. All manufacturers that I've personally dealt with for different products that I've sourced from China usually stop answering my emails completely by the end of January, and then sometimes all the way up to the end of February. And also take note that if your product is done manufacturing and it's ready to be shipped, but the company has not either sent it to the airport or to the seaport in time, and your shipment hasn't actually left China before this period, then consider that your goods are more than likely going to be stuck at that area for the entire duration of the holiday and might not get shipped until after the holiday, which would be a total bummer to you guys. So personally for me last year, this holiday totally caught me off guard and threw a curveball into my business because I was almost done manufacturing. They needed to produce about 100 more units. I wasn't aware of this holiday whatsoever. And basically I think it was a 500 unit order. They had done 400 of them. There was 100 left to go. But because the whole order wasn't done, I had to wait until the end of I think it was the third week of February before they shipped it back out. And I was freaking out because they just completely stopped answering my messages. I had no idea what was going on for the first couple of days. I was looking online on forums and stuff. And basically this is what happened. Chinese New Year hit. I wasn't aware of it or prepared adequately. I was out of stock back at Amazon in the United States, and this really negatively hurt my listing in terms of lost business and also seller rank. So I had run out of stock just before the holiday, and I was trying to get an order in so that I could replenish inventory and keep my listing active during all times. But basically what ended up happening is for a period of about a month, I was out of stock. And this was a real bummer because during the period before the holiday, I was able able to rank either the first or second product for every single keyword that I wanted to hit. Not only did I lose out on money where I could have been selling products, but I also went from about 5,000 in seller rank to about 200,000 in seller rank for that specific product in the product category, which I had to build back over time once my product was back in stock. So during this period, I was selling this particular product at about a rate of 15 units per day at $30 in revenue per unit. Now equaling roughly $450 per day on a 30-day basis during the month where I was out of stock, that's roughly about $13,000 in revenue that I lost out on because I was out of stock. Now, in addition to this, once I did get inventory back in stock, because there were only about one other competitor and myself for this particular product at the time, I sold out super quickly once again. It took about 20 days, 25 days or so. I ran into a cash flow issue where I didn't have enough capital to once again make another order because of Amazon's 2-week payout schedule. And this basically led to once again going back in stock, building up seller rank again, and then losing it once again because I wasn't in stock, and Amazon really doesn't like when your listing is out of stock. So as you can see, being out of stock is pretty much a vicious cycle in the Amazon FBA business, and it's the thing that you want to avoid as much as possible when you're running an Amazon FBA business, which is really cash heavy. And due to the fact that once I got into this initial first product a year ago, there was only one other competitor, and it was relatively easy to rank my product number 1 or number 2 for all of the keywords I wanted to hit. What ends up happening though is as other sellers see that your product niche is doing well, over the months, more and more competitors are going to come into the market. However, if you're able to position yourself adequately with a really good brand or just having the most sales and the best value, you're more than likely going to be staying at the number 1 or number 2 spot for all those given keywords. So this is exactly what happened to me. However, because I ran out of stock, Amazon basically penalized my listing, and as other sellers came in, I lost a lot of seller rank, and therefore there was kind of a price war where everyone ended up losing out. So there are really 2 lessons I want you guys to take out of this video and apply to your Amazon FBA business, whether you're starting out or you already have some products up and running. Number 1, that's super important, is make sure that you have enough inventory to last you throughout the entire month of February, and if you don't, make sure that you have an order in with your supplier by borderline the end of this week, if not like a couple days from when this video is going to be uploaded, because otherwise, if it's a product that takes quite a while to manufacture, you're more than likely not going to have stock, or you're more than likely not going to have time to ship it out before the holiday. And lesson number 2 here, that's also really important to avoid a cash flow issue, is you should always have, if you're starting out, enough money to make your first total order, and then have that same amount in order to make another order if your first initial batch of inventory runs out really quickly. Because otherwise, if you spend money on PPC and stuff like that to rank your product and then you end up going out of stock, you're gonna lose a lot of seller rank, and it's just basically time and money wasted for you. So I hope you guys found value in this video. If you did, then smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out with the YouTube algorithm and to put out really good content for you guys. So on that note, thanks for watching. I really appreciate every single one of you, and I'll see you in the next video.